What up, everyone? This episode has been brought to you by Jamhits. Jamhits is a one-stop shop for all of your multimedia needs. Whether you're an artist in need of some studio time, recording a music video, if you're in need of printing out some artwork for your upcoming album, show, or merch, Jamhits is the place for you. We also have many different podcasts and radio shows in which you can promote yourself in the confines of our state-of-the-art studio. I guarantee you, once again, Jamhits is the place for you, so go give them a follow on Instagram. This is for all of my sneakerheads out there. I get all of my sneakers from one place, and that is Inland Empire Sneakers. Are you tired of paying those extra fees on certain websites? Are you tired of missing the beat on the latest drops? Are you tired of your shoe plug being outrageously overpriced? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, go give Inland Empire Sneakers a try. That's my primo, and let him know that Santi sent you. Once again, Inland Empire Sneakers on Instagram. Go give them a DM, go follow them, and for an extra discount, let them know your boy Santi sent you. What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Santi's Section. Today's special guest is the homie Mc Rulez. What up, boy?
How's it going?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good. Nice to be here.
Good. Hey, I appreciate you. I know we had to reschedule a couple times. You know, good thing you're local, you know?
Yeah, just like half an hour out.
Yeah, local, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, before anything, the homie came through with he blessed me with some merch from DTO, Despite the Odds. Check this shit out. Fucking sick, homie. Thank you.
Ripping the crew. Got it.
You guys
gotta represent.
You guys still have these out?
I have a couple. I have a couple still in inventory.
Okay.
I actually came up with that logo. I actually made it on.
So I mean, it's kind of obvious, but if you don't mind me asking, I mean, I had Abe on here before. He did dive into the group DTO and all that, but what's the inspiration behind all of this?
Despite the Odds, I came up with that a long time ago. It was supposed to be me and one of my buddies. He was supposed to be the producer and I was supposed to be the rapper. And things just changed in life. He got a girlfriend and he started building a family. I still kept music going and then I kind of stopped. Abe and Jesse, I've known them for years. Their family knows my family. I'm like their third cousin.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're cousins. Jesse and Abe are cousins. And we would always hang out with each other. When we were younger, we would always go on family trips and everything. And it just...
No, it's fine. Yeah, my bad, people. Your boy had a call.
It just so happened that we came together one day because Abe was like, yo, like, he hit me up. I hadn't talked to him in like 7 years. He was like, yo, let's get together and let's record something. And I was like, you make music? I hadn't talked to him for like 7 years. I was like, you make music? He's like, yeah, bro, like here and there, you know. And Jesse records. And he produces and let's do something. Yeah, for sure. We had this little like we got together at one of Jesse's cousin's house. He has a cool little setup, a little studio, everything. It was like 9 of us. He's like, let's see if we can make a song in under an hour. You know, Jesse produces the beat. You know, everybody starts writing their verses, and we lace it down. Let's see if we can lace it down in under an hour. So we made it. We made the track. All of us on the track. Got it done, and we were like, dude, this is sick. Like, you know, we should do something with this. And then, like, the other friends of ours kind of like, they're younger, so they were like, it's cool, but they weren't really taking it too serious. When I saw that Abe was taking it seriously, and then Jesse was taking it seriously, I was like, yo, like, I gotta do something with them, you know? So I hit them up and I told Abe, I was like, hey, dude, like, we should start a group or something. He's like, bro, I'm down. And then he's like, what would we call it? I was like, DTO. He's like, DTO? I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, what does that stand for? I was like, Despite the Odds. And he's like, bro, that's sick. Let's do it. And then I was like, well, let's just record some music. We started recording. we made like 4 tracks, just me and Abe. And then we were like, one day I walked in on Jesse, because we used to record at Jesse's house before we had a studio. Now we have a studio. And I walked in one day on Jesse making a beat. And I was like, yo, what's that? And then he's like, oh, it's just whatever, you know, just doing whatever. And I was like, nah, play it back. And then he's like, oh, look, check this out. I have a hook. He started singing the hook. And I was like, you have anybody on this? He's like, no. I was like, can I hop on this? Yeah, go for it. I started writing my verse and I was like, yo, this is sick. And then Abe pulls up and I was like, yo, Abe, check this out, bro. And then he listened to it and he was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is dope. He's like, yo, Jess, can I hop on this? Go for it, bro. And then we did the track, all 3 of us. That was the first track we did, all 3 of us. And I asked Abe, I was like, yo, bro, we should add Jesse on DTO. We should all be like, all 3 of us a group.
Yeah.
And we asked Jesse, and Jesse was like, I'm down with it. And then that's how DTO became. All 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many projects have you guys released ever since then?
As DTO?
Yeah.
We only have 1 EP that's like 5 songs. And we've currently been working on the second album for the longest. We've been working on it for like 3 years, but that's only because we have our own music. Like, I'm my own artist, Jesse's his own artist, and Abe is his own artist. So my thing was, when we first started it, I was like, we're gonna do like a Wu-Tang thing. Like, we're gonna be a group, but then we're also gonna branch out and do our own thing, you know? The idea was gain followers, gain your followers, like, and I'll gain mine, and then Jesse will gain his, we'll all gain ours, and then we'll all come together and we'll all bring them.
Yeah.
You know, that was the objective of starting DTO. And yeah, we've been working on the project. I mean, we've performed the songs from that project that's unreleased. We've performed those songs many times, so we already know them by heart, you know? It's just a matter of we've been making new music to add to that. And you know, it's had its complications, because, you know, cause sometimes we can't all just get together like for a long period of time, especially not anymore. Like, I just got engaged in February.
Congrats.
You know, thank you.
Yeah.
And with me, it's been, you know, like, my girl has 2 kids, and I'm working on the whole stepfather thing, you know, trying to be a father to them and also be a good future husband, you know? So I've been, you know, I haven't really been up to date with them. You know, I haven't even seen Abe or Jesse. It's been like probably like a good 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. So I haven't really kept up with the music, but I'm making music. I'm making new music. I'm cooking up.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm still, you know, trying to balance out my life right now. Trying to balance it out all.
Yeah.
With the music, and then, you know, over here, and, you know, but
Do you feel that, if you don't mind me touching on that, you getting engaged and all of that and trying to figure out life as a stepfather, do you think that has added a whole different level of inspiration into writing your songs and lyrics and all of that?
Oh yeah, of course.
It does?
Yeah, of course, definitely.
How has it changed?
I see things differently, like as far as like musical content. Well, I don't write music, like, I don't curse. I don't curse in any of my music, and I don't use vulgar, and I don't use I don't like disrespect women. I don't do none of that. So it's like, one of her sons, because she has 2 sons, one of them, he constantly reminds me of who I am as an artist. He listens to my music.
That's it.
So he's always telling me, like, don't stop, no matter what. Don't stop. Don't stop doing music. Or he'll be like, MC Rulez. Before it was Raul. Now he just calls me MC Rulez. MC Rulez this. MC Rulez that. So I'm like, I'm constantly being reminded.
Yeah.
You know? And then him listening to my music, and him sometimes even singing some of my songs, is a constant reminder of like, oh, okay.
That's right.
You know?
That's good stuff, man. I'm happy for you. That's good. And how long have you guys been together?
Together, think we've been together for like since October. Like,
Oh, okay.
I asked her out, but I've known her for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
9 years. Yeah.
So definitely.
I had to step it up because at the time when I met her, I didn't want to be with anybody that had kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't ready for the whole being like a stepfather or being like a father figure to kids that weren't mine, especially. But I mean, I love them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you grow a friendship with them, you know, and then you learn.
Yeah.
You learn. Like, I've learned a lot just being around them all the time. Yeah. You know,
I think it's definitely helped you evolve as a person, artist, and in all of your endeavors, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
That's right. That's good, man. And before we got on air, I mean, I asked you the question that I asked most of my guests. Hey, bro, you want to get a drink? You want to smoke? Let me know. You're like, nah, I don't smoke anymore. So where does that inspiration come from behind you not wanting to smoke anymore?
Once I got with my fiance, I got with her, she didn't like it that I was doing it. You know, one of her sons is asthmatic, and she didn't want that around them. So I was like, that's fine. You know, I was like, once we get more serious, and I'm gonna stop. And I was already wanting to stop before we even got serious. So I was like, yeah, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Like, that's it, I'm done. But I still, it's, you know, the real test about writing music, I could always write music, you know, being high and stuff and smoking, but it's a real test to write good music sober.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you gotta really think of what you want to say, and you know, you gotta really detail everything. Because when you're under the influence, you could just write about whatever, and things flow and things come real quick. But it's really a test when it's a sober mind. Yeah. To actually put things together, and I feel like now it just comes naturally. Because the more you live your life, the more inspiration you get.
That's right. No, I'm with you on that. I mean, even with podcasting, there's times that it's a fucking party up in here. You know what I mean? And it's easy. And in my head at the time, I'm like, homie, this is the best fucking episode I've ever had. You know? Yeah. In some cases, if it's like, if the guest is someone that I consider like a good friend or like a brother, or MC Prospect, I consider him like a brother to me. You know what I mean? That was the case. But then there's some cases where I'm just like, homie, you didn't have to. You know what I mean? You could have. You could have done it without that, and it probably still would have came out the same. But it's like a mind fuck. Yeah. No, you know, no disrespect. I know you don't curse, but that's how I see it. It's like a mind fuck where you convince yourself that you could only do certain things under a certain environment. You know, and that's not the case. Yeah. You know, but I'm glad you said that, man, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I'm happy for you. So I take you right when you stopped, you already had set yourself up to where like I'm stopping cold turkey, fuck the withdrawals, if there's any. Yeah.
Well, there was, but
how much even from that change? I mean, I would take it because me as a person who's been like that in the past, with whether it's been with drinking or just anything, I take it like sometimes I'm just focused on like removing the substance, but then I forget like that once I remove the substance, so many other things changed in your life. Has that been the case with you as well? Yeah, especially financially, I take it.
Yeah. Definitely, because and also too, when you remove certain things out of your life, you remove other aspects of your life. Yeah, you know, it's like, I mean, I could be in a room with people that want to smoke, like people could be smoking around me right now, and it's like it doesn't faze me. Like, I have my mindset to, like, you know, what I want to do, and I'm not judging anybody based on what they want to do. Yeah, so that's never been the case. And then with music, I've always just wanted to do music, you know? So I'm not there to just be chilling and vibing out and it's a party every day, you know, type of thing. I want to really work on my craft. I really want to work on the music.
That's good. Yeah, bro. So from collabs, first time I ever listened to you was the Ponder the Rules one with Nip Ponder, with the homie Nip Ponder. Yeah. Him and I are very, very tight, by the way. Yeah. Like, that's the homie. Yeah. And Aside from that one, and aside from the DTO projects, what other collabs have you done that stand out?
That stand out would be, there's a song called On My Way featuring Cully Seville. Shout out to Cully and the whole Bad Genre crew. He's a very talented individual. He could sing, he could rap, he could do both. Very talented. That song, On My Way, and then there's another song, just recently released it in March, was called Can We Get Away. Those two songs really stand out as far as features.
What would you say would be like a dream feature that you'd love to have one day?
A dream feature. Oh, that's a good question. I'd like to feature with Chewy.
Oh, okay.
Chewy, I don't know if you're familiar with Chewy. He's from the Inland Empire. He's from Rialto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Noah James.
Yeah.
He's friends with Noah James. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dope. Him, and because it's the IE, Chewy, and Doggy Style.
Oh, okay.
I met Doggy Style before. I opened up for him at in Upland a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always ask that, and I take it. Your dream features is it safe to say that those are the same people too that you usually have on your daily rotation?
No.
No. Yeah.
No,
I like
no,
that.
no.
I like that answer.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, daily rotations is a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different artists. I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
A lot of different genres.
Yeah. Like what is on your daily rotation? If you don't mind me asking.
Right now, I would say Larry June, Suicide Boys, Booyah, Ramirez, some 80s rock, Metallica, Guns N' Roses. Then you got Spanish music. It's a bunch of different
right.
genres.
Yeah, so that's why you, Abe, and DTO all linked up because you guys all listen to the same stuff. I take it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember when I asked Abe that question, he kind of gave me the same answer. And does that have to do with your upbringing, or is just like your preferences in music that as you grew up, where you're like, okay, this is what I'm into?
A little bit of both. A little bit of my upbringing, and also like what I started listening to and what I started falling in love with, and just picking up on my own. Like my parents, like I remember car rides, my dad would always play 80s rock. 80s rock, 80s pop, 80s disco. They'd play oldies, Motown, cumbias, corridos, banda, all that, bro. So rock en español, all that.
Yeah.
Hip hop, my dad would play some hip hop. I put him on to more hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've listened to your music, bro, and I know we touched on that, and I know you don't. How can I put it? I would assume that maybe like the sounds and the similarities in some artists, it doesn't have to do with them listening to each other, but it has more to do with the upbringing. And that's why I asked you that question, because like the other day when you sent me some songs, I'm like, damn, that gives me Mayday vibes, one of your songs, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you draw inspiration in the sounds or in your lyrics? I know I've been asking you a lot of questions about lyrics, but I mean more so like your flow, your delivery, all of that. Like, do you draw it usually from like when you listen to a sound, or you just draw it to where you're already writing a song and you're like, this is what I want to do with this song?
From the sound.
From the sound?
Yeah, I give it a whole listen, like a whole go. And then after that, the second time around, I'm already kind of knowing where I want to go with it. Usually kind of how that goes.
Okay. And I feel like you're a lyricist, so with your lyrical content, and you said you don't curse in your raps or your lyrics. I don't want to say just raps. What do you think is like the general message that you're trying to deliver with the music that you put out?
Just real life, just real things, not trying to fake no funk at all. Like I have a song called Living the Moment, and that song is pretty much self-explanatory by the title, Living the Moment. Like you gotta live in the moment, you know. And that song's pretty much about that. Like I say, like regardless, I might be the next runner up, I might not be. Whatever the outcome is, I'm still gonna keep rocking. You know, still gonna keep doing my music.
Yeah, that's good shit. And how has that helped you with your mental health, or have you ever received that feedback where you're like, damn, where someone tells you, damn, bro, thank you for putting this together. It's helped me with my mental health. And is that your intention?
I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
I've gotten that before. Like, you know, this song really, really inspires me, or I've listened to it and it really helps me, or like I can relate to it. And I feel like that's like an accomplishment for me, for somebody to be able to relate to my music. And sometimes it's people that I don't even know. So it's like, you don't even know me and you just listen to my music and it touched you in a way.
Yeah, that's good.
know?
That's good. Do you ever hear them tell you, dude, this is what it did to me, and you're like, damn, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Like, my intention was actually to take it here.
Yeah, dude, like I have a song called Game Time, and it's about like overcoming. Like, it's about like, you know, your mindset, kind of like Kobe, like the Mamba mentality, you know, like going in strong and like never giving up. That song, one of my buddies, his son, he was like 5 years old at the time. And he told me, he's like, dude, he loves that song. He's been playing this song every day for his little, his pee-wee league in football. And ever, like, growing up and everything, he always listened to that song. And I actually shouted him out on Two Souls. And I was on her, the Triple Shot Tuesday.
Yeah.
I shouted him out. Yeah, because he would always play my song, always play that song. And then my buddy would always send me videos. He's like, look, dude, my son's like pretty much singing your song word for word in the backseat of the car. Yeah. And he would show me videos.
That's cool.
So I was like,
yeah. Do you have I mean, based on everything you tell me, is like you already have a structure, you already have a foundation on everything that you want to do. Like, do you have an end goal with your career of where you want it to go?
An end goal?
I mean,
if you know, when it comes down to it, when I just gotta be like, you know what, that's my music, and I'm gonna wrap it up here, you know, and then just live my life after that. I just want to make my presence felt. You know, if I can inspire people and touch people in a way that only my music can, or in the way that, you know, lyrically it sparked something in them, and it, you know, it woke something up in them, made them want to go out and to be somebody in life.
That's right.
You know, that would probably be my end goal, just to be remembered as, you know, Raul, like he helped me out with that song, or every time they play that song, it reminds them that, you know, gotta get your goals accomplished.
Yeah,
you know?
Like that'd be your legacy.
Yeah,
that's good. How do you feel about, how can I put it? How do you feel about just like the current state of hip hop, the current state of music, in which do you feel that someone like yourself, there's like a puppet master, a gatekeeper, someone that's like preventing for someone who's more deserving of being a breakthrough artist like yourself? Do you feel like there's such thing as that, or do you think it's just us holding ourselves back?
Nah, I believe in that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like promoters and people in the industry that you can reach out to, and if you have that tie with them, you can move on, you can move up. If not, music is a very difficult thing to make a career, unless you have plugs, unless you have people in the industry that can help you out. But, you know, because I've met a lot of artists that I'm like, they're better than some of the biggest artists that I know, you know? And it's all about who you know.
Yeah, of course.
That's the way you're going to move up in this industry.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I would just need to meet up with somebody that has that type of connection and plug, and people that actually listen to the type of music I make.
Yeah, I feel like we are getting closer to that though, because of course, whomever is up there making those moves, they always turn to what's in, and I feel like our people right now, if you look at what's in, it's moving in that direction to where people are getting more exposure when it comes down to that, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, there's always, it starts somewhere, you know, like you have a certain, I don't want to say names right now because then it's going to sound like I'm being offensive towards them, you know, but it's like, there's always going to start somewhere. Like with back in the days in West Coast hip hop, it started with gangster rap, right? And then it converted into something else. It evolved into something else. Not that gangster rap was bad. I'm saying that's where the West Coast found its, planted its seed, right? Yeah. But then it evolved under that gangster rap umbrella or West Coast umbrella. There's so much more now, like Bay Area, this and that in the mainstream. Yeah. Or that's what happened during its heyday. So I feel like right now with our people, that's what's happening. I see that movement, and maybe in a few years, who knows where that might take us. Yeah. You know, like it's crazy, but I'm in agreement with everything you said. I think it's also crucial for taking advantage and finding the loopholes in the independent movement. Like here's a perfect example. We have Jam Hits here, right? Right. You know, that could be a movement. And then you have your movements that you've collaborated with, you know, like it's strength in numbers. And eventually one of these movements is going to break through, and it's going to help everybody else, you know, as long as we're not gatekeeping from each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen artists like that in the past, independent artists. I mean, I want to say like Tech Nine. You know, he's an example. Like I remember back in the days listening to this guy, and no one knew who he was, right? He never got a major deal, and somehow he broke through, but not break through. He didn't break through into the mainstream. He just broke through on his own. Yeah. You know, and I think any of us is capable of doing that. And I'm saying us, not like I'm an artist, but I'm a strong supporter of your movement and everything we have going on here. You know, that's just how I feel. But changing directions, man, like it's definitely fun. It's always great having new people here, getting to know you guys. What's the best type of advice that you could give anybody?
The best type of advice would be never give up. If it's something that you really want to do, don't let nobody hold you back on your dreams and your aspirations and your goals. Set a list of what you want to accomplish and go ahead and forth and accomplish that. And don't let nobody hold you back. No,
that's good stuff. And do you have this is going to be airing at the end of May. So for the month of June, do you have any upcoming performances, any upcoming projects? Or at this point when this episode's been released, any projects that you just recently released? Or go ahead, let us know.
As of June, I plan on releasing an EP. It's called Rules World. And that one is gonna feature two artists, one by the name Tail the River and another called his name is Grims. He goes by Grims. They're young, they're both young. One is Tail's 21 and I think Grims is 20, about to be 20. They're young, but they're dope. At the time when we recorded them, they were like 19, 20. But that'll be the first time they'll be like out there, you know. Even though I don't think they've been making music at all, but the music that we did get to do and that I got a chance to do with them, you know, I recorded some tracks with them and they came out pretty fire. I really liked how they came out. And there's two that I have with both of them, and then there's one that them two are on it. Jesse produced the beat. They both like sing on it, and then I rap on it and Abe raps on it. Oh, cool. Abe kind of like sings and raps. It's dope. It's a dope song.
That's good. Yeah.
I had to ask Abe for permission to get that song.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because Abe is he like runs them.
Yeah.
He kind of like runs them as far as like music goes, because he has a lot of music with them.
Oh shit.
I have a lot of music with them as well. They go by Corrupt World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's like Abe runs that group.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So I had to tell Abe like, yo, like I really want this song on here. You know, is it cool if I use it for a project? And he was like, yeah, that's cool, bro. Go for it.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. With that being said, of course, you already know here at Jam Hits we have a lot of things going on. You know, through all the platforms that we have, the Culture Rich podcast, Santi section, Two Souls on Fire Radio, it's Mega Time, along with Studio Time, all of that. When Abe was here, he's like, hey, bro, he's like, whenever you guys throw something, let me know. So, I mean, I hope now that you guys are in the same group, but we definitely, you know that we'll set something up for sure.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? Yeah. And, I mean, thank you for coming through, brother. It means a lot. Thank you for, once again,
of course.
The merch. Do you plan on printing more out?
Of course.
Oh, there you go. Do you plan on getting more?
Yeah, I plan on making new designs.
All right, cool.
That one is one of many.
Okay.
So that one, probably I won't make that one for a cool minute. I'll just keep working on different logos, and whichever ones are like the ones I feel like they hit the most is the ones that I'm gonna stick to.
Yeah. So. Cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, and if in the meantime, if you want to drop your plugs or anything, go ahead. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah. My plugs?
Yeah, just if you want to Instagram, how can we get a hold of you?
Oh yeah, you can get a hold of me on Instagram at Rulez38, RULEZ 38. And
are you on all streaming platforms?
I'm on all streaming platforms. MC Rulez. MC Rulez on Spotify, Apple Music, Dazzler, iHeartRadio, every music streaming platform, YouTube as well. You can find me on there. MC Rulez.
All right. And one more thing before I forget, before I close it out with the homie right here. Once again, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Black Diamond Event Planning. Huge shout out to them. They've been showing your boy love and support ever since day one. Hit them up on Instagram. Set up an event with them, whether you're trying to set up a wedding, a quinceañera, or even artists or promoters that want to throw an event there. Hit up Black Diamond Event Planning. All right. We'll catch y'all next time.